Brighton College.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Close Look TV here. I'm your host, Nathan Furtado, and with me right now we've got Garth. So just tell me a bit about yourself and, you know, who you are, where you came from, and what's going on with your life.
All right, well, I was born and raised here in Vancouver. I'm 40 years old now. I like helping out people, so that's sort of why I'm in this program. I've done lots of different jobs as well, and I just noticed that there's an industry here for taking care of older people.
Wow, so I guess 40 years old, it's, you know, pretty late in the game for a career change here. So, I mean, you told us a bit about, you know, why you kind of rejogged your career and stuff like that. What, you know, past jobs were you working before that?
I've done a lot of construction work and gardening and whatnot. I studied some schooling as well for Chinese medicine, and my dad runs an appliance repair business, and I checked out that, but I didn't really like the industry at all. And yeah, I just I figured this is what I like to do, taking care of people, you know. I got the compassion for it, and so I figured I'd give this program a shot. I heard it's good.
So why this program above, you know, any other programs out there? Because I know there's a vast amount of schools out there, but, you know, what attracted you to this particular place?
I live in Surrey, and so I did an online search, and I checked out their program, and it sounded good, and there was no waiting list, so I jumped on the program.
After school, after you're done with that, you know, what's the game plan, you know, for the career and for where you're moving on from here?
It is a stepping stone for the RN and LPN programs. I'll probably find some work, you know, part-time or perhaps full-time and get my required hours, and then check out advancing in the industry as an LPN, become a nurse.
Yeah, so give me a glimpse as to, you know, who you were, maybe flashback many a year ago, and, you know, you were just out of high school. You know, where did you bounce around to? What, you know, piqued your interests, and, you know, put me in your shoes right out of high school.
Yeah, I'll tell you, in high school, I was always like a kind and fun sort of guy, but the joker in the class, right? I never really took anything seriously. And out of high school, I wanted to get an education. Computers was just sort of starting to come out then. That was 40 years ago, right? So I took a computer program course. You know, it was nice. My friends that did it, they made some money in that industry, but it just really wasn't for me. I guess I'm not a sit behind a desk sort of guy, right? Then I just got into, you know, construction work because I was physically fit, doing a bunch of that. Same time, it's, you know, I was making my money, but it just really wasn't what I was into. And then I'm figuring out that it's helping people is what I like to do, and I enjoy doing that. And while I was taking one course, some friends got me a job. I was working I work for these two guys now for 10 years. They have muscular dystrophy, so I've been looking after them, and I really enjoy it, and it's good money. And then, but I figured I needed to have a diploma so I could have a career and move on. And that's when I got interested in because I liked what they had online there, their program, and I could get a diploma from there. And it's a 6-month course, and as I said before, it's a stepping stone to progress further, to become a nurse, and I think that's what I'd like to do.
So outside of work, outside of school, you know, who are you? What do you do? What are your hobbies? What is that spare time used for?
I like to keep active, you know, get out there and get some exercise. When I was younger, I played soccer when I was a kid, and then throwing frisbee around, that got that new ultimate high energy game. Going to the gym is what I like to do as well, and I guess I got into meditating, so a lot of my spare time I might find myself sitting in my room, you know, doing some meditation.
So meditation, that's a pretty interesting you know, thing to use up with your spare time. How did you, you know, come to find meditation as a, you know, good hobby or a good way to, you know, spend that free time, and what exactly do you do upon meditating?
Well, actually, it's not for everyone, but it's all about the relaxation. I like to keep myself calm and relaxed, and meditation is good for that. As far as discovering it, well, when I was studying the Chinese medicine, I was interested in the energy flows in the body, and from there I just was reading lots of books, and I came across some good books on meditation. And it's a technique of just sitting still and calming your mind and focusing on good qualities.
So, you know, just upon talking to you off air, you know, we found out you're a single guy. So, you know, make your appeal. You're on TV. You know, what are you looking for right now in life?
Well, yeah, you know, I am 40 years old and I'm not married, and a lot of my friends, they're actually married and they have kids. Even my brothers, they're 13 years old younger than me, and they're married, and one of them has kids. I haven't really figured out why. I'm just waiting for that right woman to come around, and when it happens, it'll happen. But it's not exactly something that I'm looking for. That may be one of the downfalls of meditation, because I'm always just at peace with myself. So whatever happens, you know, happens.
With your program, we know that the program is really geared towards more of an international feel, and to bring students from all over the world to, you know, the True North Strong and Free. So, I mean, tell me about, you know, the working environment that you're in with, you know, this culturally diverse set of people, and, you know, maybe what you've learned from them, and, you know, maybe what they've learned from you.
So regardless of what culture they are, there's a few things that they teach us in this college, and it's like to treat the people with dignity, independence, preference, and respect, right? So if you follow those things and then you figure out a few of the minor differences, then you're going to be able to give them quality care, right?
All right, so tell me as to where you see yourself in a couple of years from now.
Future-wise, I'm pretty confident that with this program I'll be able to move on into like nursing, whether I stick around here or I travel. And I feel that it's a growing industry, especially with the old age. The old age population is growing massively. So I'm confident that I'll have work, and I'll be able to make decent money, and perhaps even that's my ticket to attracting myself a nice wife.
Nice. Well, best of luck in the future, and thanks for talking to us.